Hello everyone and welcome to ZigWheels.com. Now you guys might be surprised at what I'm doing on the Ducati 959 Panigale because the headline says the launches of the Ducati SuperSport. Well, for starters, the 959 Panigale was an entry-level sports bike for Ducati, but it had one big problem, and that was its aggressive riding posture. While this is good for a racetrack, but not everybody wanted a bike that is good on the racetrack. They wanted something which they can ride on day-to-day basis, but now Ducati has a solution for that. The solution is the new Ducati SuperSport. So now the Ducati SuperSport is the entry-level sports bike for Ducati for the Indian market, and it's offered in two variants. The base variant has been priced at Rs 12.08 lakh, while the SuperSport S, which is this, has been priced at Rs 13.4 lakhs. So the main reason of the Ducati SuperSport was to make the sports bike much more accessible and comfortable for the buyers, and they have done it by fiddling with the riding posture. So as you can see, you sit much more upright on this motorcycle. The foot pegs are much more center set, so it's much more comfortable. The clip-on handlebars are much more raised, and as you can see, when you sit on the motorcycle, it's much more comfortable than the Panigale. Now this L-twin cylinder has been lifted from the Ducati Hypermotard. The 937cc engine delivers around 110 PS of power and 93 Nm of torque. Now what's interesting is that 80% of this torque is developed at just 3000 RPM. So you can understand that it will have better low-end performance, which would make it very easy to ride in the city. This engine is mated to a 6-speed gearbox, which has a bi-directional quick shifter, which is a standard fitment on the Ducati SuperSport S, and it is optional on the base version. So as expected from the Ducati, the exhaust note is loud and throaty. The Ducati SuperSport gets a telly frame which is kind of similar to the one found on the Monster 821, but it has been modified to better suit its characteristics. So what else does the SuperSport S gets in comparison to the base model are these Öhlins upside down forks at the front. Now these are completely adjustable. You also get an Öhlins monoshock at the back, and even it is completely adjustable. What else you get is the Brembo monoblock brakes, which are much more better in terms of their performance. ABS is standard and it gets 3 levels of intervention. At the back you get a single-sided swing arm as opposed to the twin-sided swing arm as seen on the 959 Panigale. The bike weighs 210 kg and it also runs on Pirelli Diablo Rosso 3 tires, which are much more suitable for road use than the Super Corsa as seen on the 959 Panigale. The Ducati SuperSport takes its design inspiration from the 959 Panigale. Having said that, there is one design distinguishing, and that is the LED DRLs that run over like an eyebrow, and they are pretty bright too. So the bike features an all-digital instrument console. As you can see, has loads of information on display and it's easy to read as well. So talking about electronics, the Ducati SuperSport S gets 3 levels of riding modes, which are Sport, Touring and Urban. There are also 8 levels of traction control and 3 levels of ABS. The full fairing gives the motorcycle a proper sports bike look. There are no visible bolts. Like all the bolts are beneath the fairing, and it gives a clean and uncluttered look. Another interesting feature is the way this fairing integrates into the tank, and it's really beautiful the way the Ducati designers have designed this. So the tail section is very petite and it flows well with the overall design of the motorcycle. There are also slots over here for you to fix the optional panniers. Each pannier has a capacity of 22 liters. So when one thinks of Ducati, you think of performance and you think of an aggressively styled motorcycle which is very good to ride on the racetrack, but they were never good off it. So this is a motorcycle that you can ride on the racetrack, on the mountain pistes, and also commute to work also. On paper, the Ducati SuperSport has all the makings of a very good motorcycle, but how is it to ride is something that we will find out soon. So do keep an eye on the ZigWheels YouTube channel, and thanks for watching.